Hello students, good morning. Here is Dr. Prabha Patil, Vivekanand College, Kolhapur. We have seen the notions of basic and derived structures and the three-dimensional model of grammar. Now let's explore various ways of transformations. We may call it as the information packaging construction. I want to remind you that transformations are either optional or obligatory. It is optional because either basic or derived order is grammatical, and it is obligatory because only the derived order is possible. Here is the table that shows you how sentences can be transformed into derived form. The most possible ways are fronting or preposing, postponing, inversion, passivization, existential construction, extraposition, clefting or pseudo-clefting, and dislocation. Let's explain one by one. Fronting. When we look at this table, we find that the first three sentences are concerned simply with the order of elements, while the others involve more radical changes. Fronting. Gossiping I hate. Here, the basic position for the object gossiping is after the verb, but in the above sentence, it is preposed and placed at the front of the clause. Let's see the example of postponing. In the sentence, I have lent to Archit the only copy that has been rectified. The basic position for the object, the only copy that has been rectified, is just after the verb. But here, long or complex elements like this can be postponed and placed at the end. Let's see the example of inversion. In the sentence, in the suitcase was a diamond necklace. The positions of the subject and complement of the basic version are reversed in the inversion construction. More precisely, this is subject dependent inversion, in contrast to the subject auxiliary inversion construction. The dependent is usually a complement but can also be an adjunct, as in 10 hours later came news of his mother's death due to coronavirus. Let's see the way of passivization. In the sentence, bananas are adored by monkeys. The only one where the basic version has a distinct name as active, the object becomes subject. The subject becomes complement of by, and the auxiliary be is added. Here is the example of existential construction. The existential construction applies mainly with the verb be. The basic subject is displayed to follow the verb, and the semantically empty pronoun there, as we call it as a dummy subject, takes over the subject function as seen in the sentence, there was nobody around. Extraposition. In the sentence, it is well known that coffee grows in Brazil. The subject is a subordinate clause, that is, that coffee grows in Brazil. But here it is extraposed, and the pronoun it functions as a subject. Here is the example of cleft construction. In the sentence, it was Chinmay who ate the cake. The cleft clause is formed by the basic version, and Chinmay is highlighted by making it complement of a clause with it as subject. Let's see the example of pseudo-cleft. The pseudo-cleft construction is similar to cleft construction, but this time the subordinated part is put in a fused relative, that is what you need, functioning as subject of be, as in what you need is a good sleep. Dislocation. It is delicious this food. Here, dislocation belongs to fairly informal style. It differs from the basic version in having an extra noun phrase set apart intentionally and related to a pronoun in the main subject predicate part of the clause. In the left dislocation variant, the pronoun occurs to the left of the noun phrase, and in the right dislocation, it is the other way round, as in his father, she can't stand him. Conclusions. In this unit, we have seen some complex areas of English grammar. These rules are called as transformations as they change one clause structure into another. It is clear that the transformation from basic to derived structures leaves the content unchanged. Many transformations are primarily stylistic in function. Although parsing of the derived structures may seem unimportant as a grammar topic, in fact, many of these structures occur frequently enough in spoken and written English. Here are the reference books. Thank you.